I'm David GANTT. I'm the Buncombe County Commission Chair, and it is my honor and pleasure to be here today honoring you men and women in our new facility. You know, one of the most basic parts of government is to make people safe. We take care of people. We make sure that you don't have to worry about someone coming and hurting you, that if you have an emergency, you have a fire, you have a bad situation, someone is going to take care of you and keep it from being a worse situation. Today we honor the men and women who work to make that happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You deal with the worst situations that are imaginable. People like me would not last 1 minute in the jobs you do because you're on the front line. You're being a mediator, a counselor, referee, a teacher, parent, advisor. You do it all. You do it all. You don't ask for any thank yous. You quietly do your job. And part of our job as a government is to make sure you have the facilities and the training to do the job the best you can be. And that's what it's about today. We've had some, as you see on the front, that have given the ultimate sacrifice in the public safety arena. And let's just take a minute and remember them. Let's just take about 20 seconds and bow our heads and think about the men and women who have given the ultimate. Thank you. And another part of what we're going to do here, besides train you to be the best you can be, which you're already the best, we're going to make you even better, but we're going to learn how things happen so they don't happen again. Try to reconstruct and figure out how accidents, fires, bad situations happen and how they can be taken care of. It's a hazardous profession, and I mean a profession with a capital P. The men and women in public safety are the bedrock of our government. Let's give them a hand right now. Guys and gals, because when you break it down, if we don't have you on the front line making sure that we're safe, making sure that bad situations don't get worse, we really don't have much of anything. We don't have much of a country, much of a community, but you make us all better, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and it's such a thrill to be up here with a facility that's going to take us in the 21st century, and it's going to be one of the best, if not the best, in North Carolina. We have an opportunity to give you the tools, and we're going to do it, and we're going to keep working with you to make it better and better. On behalf of the community, I want to thank you for what you do, and it is my pleasure and honor to represent the other people who made this $15 million facility possible by County Commission, and I'll start with Commissioner Ray Bailey.
You know, most of you know that I was in the education business for most of my life, and at AB Tech, once upon a time, we got tired of fire trucks knocking down all of our light poles and law enforcement vehicles that tore up asphalt and guardrail and emergency vehicles doing something similar. Well, now, all you folk from AB Tech, we've saved you thousands of dollars in the future by building this facility. Truth of the matter is that we knew that we needed something as we were sending folk to Gaston County and to Cleveland County and to Mecklenburg County and to all of those places down east that had facilities that were much greater than what we had in western North Carolina. And so our goal a long time ago was to have a public service training facility, and we tried to do that to resurrect Jerry over in Irwin Hills, and we knew that that wasn't going to work. And had some property out on Sand Hill and on Sardis Road, and we truthfully just didn't have enough space. So I'm very pleased to be here today and be a part of this commission that allocated the dollars and had the foresight to develop this public service training facility that, according to our architects, is not only the best in North Carolina, but is also the best in the southeast of the United States, and that's a wonderful thing, and we're right there at the top with all those other facilities across the country. And so to all of you who serve us in law enforcement and EMS and fire, you now have right here in your county, and you'll be working with the best community college in North Carolina to do all the training and working with you so that in the future you can do all of the things and have at your disposal all of the things that anybody else has had and even better. So thank you for letting me be a part of all of this as we work diligently over all these years. Where's Richard Sales? Is he here today? Where is he? I want to look at him in the eye. Are you looking at me, Richard? 6 years ago, Richard said, are you going to quit talking about it and do something about it? Well, Richard, all you got to do is look around you, okay? Thank you. Holly Jones.
Good morning. I just want to echo Chairman Gantt and Commissioner Bailey's remarks, and I think everyone in this room would agree that public safety it's really a sacred trust that local government, the elected officials and local government have to carry out. Above everything else, the safety of the men and women who go into fires and go into harm's way, paramount, and their paramount mission is the safety of all our citizens. So this is job one. And I also wanted to thank and build on Commissioner Bailey's remarks and say, not only thank you for your service, but thank you for your vision, because it's the men and women that need the training, that see what's necessary, that kind of push this envelope and brought the vision forward. You had the vision and you had the tenacity to not let it die. So congratulations to you all for making this day happen. And finally, I also wanted to, it was exciting to get a tour from the staff and to see their enthusiasm and excitement and pride in how excelling this place is. So I wanted to thank all our staff for their hard work and their shoulder to the wheel on that. And finally, it was wonderful to be a part of a board that was able to get this going, but we can't forget that we live in such a great community that it's the citizens who have paid for this for us. So I want to thank our community for making this great investment in this place that will be here for decades to come. So thanks to all of y'all for being here, and I'd like to introduce my fellow commissioner, Commissioner Peterson.
Good morning. What a proud day in Buncombe County. I can't think of a spot I had rather be or with people I had rather be with than this proud group that I see around me. There's not a group of folks who wakes up every day to do the right job for the best citizens in the world, and that's the citizens of Buncombe County. That's what county government is all about, is making sure that we deliver the services to our citizens that we are charged with delivering. And we do that through you. And I can't thank you enough. And I look around and I see the faces that I know and love and appreciate every day. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, and I think I speak for every citizen in Buncombe County, we love and support you. We appreciate the job you do. We hope that this facility will prove worthy of the work that you do every day. And nothing more to be said than to thank you. Thank you for the work you do. Every one of you are so special, and go to work tomorrow knowing that we, your county government, is proud of you and your citizens love you. Thank you. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you a gentleman who needs no introduction. If you'll come up here with me, Wayne, please. This is Wayne Goodwin. He is the Commissioner of Insurance here in North Carolina. He is also the Chief Fire Marshal for the state of North Carolina. If there's anybody who knows training facilities and good fire people, it's Wayne Goodwin. He is going to speak to you about how he feels about you folks and the job you do and the great facility that we have here. I would also like for you to know that his Chief of Staff, Joan Creasman, is in the audience. Joan, would you raise your hand, please? And she is your local person. If you ever need Wayne, all you need to do is find Joan, and she's got him on speed dial, and she will make sure that he hears what he needs to hear. But it's my distinct pleasure to recognize and welcome to Buncombe County Secretary Wayne Goodwin, Commissioner Wayne Goodwin.
Thank you, Carol, for those warm remarks. It's always great to be here in Buncombe County and, of course, in Asheville. And let me say again, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Come on, good morning. There we go. That's better. And what a beautiful day it is here in western North Carolina. You know, it seems like only yesterday on a hill far away, not too far away, we were here for the groundbreaking for this facility. Just seems like yesterday, and so it's terrific to join you. Speaking of joining folks, also joining me today here, in addition to Joan Creasman, whom was recognized a moment ago, are several folks. I recognize them collectively. Very honored to have here with me my Assistant State Fire Marshal, Tim Bradley. If Tim Bradley and my team on the Office of State Fire Marshal, if you'll please raise your hands. The whole team raise your hands. Thank you. We have a number of folks here from the Department of Insurance, but the Office of State Fire Marshal does tremendous work. As your State Insurance Commissioner, and yes, also as State Fire Marshal, I'm very honored to be here as you celebrate this important day in Buncombe County history. You know, today is a day in which all citizens can be proud. Today is about a promise kept. You know, there's a word that we hear also that means promise, covenant. There's a covenant made whenever this promise was put out there about this facility. A promise was kept, a commitment to providing exceptional training opportunities for our fire and rescue and law enforcement personnel so they can provide the top-notch, life-saving services to their communities that they serve. People have a profound appreciation for first responders, as they should, especially in those cases when they themselves have been rescued or assisted by them. But do people appreciate all the time and energy and intense training to which these brave men and women devote themselves before those critical moments? Today, we are here to say unequivocally, yes, we do. We do appreciate your service. We do appreciate your commitment. We do appreciate your dedication, your months and years of training and service to our communities here in Buncombe County and in western North Carolina. And we recognize the importance of the training that you receive. The Office of State Fire Marshal, along with your county representatives, are here today because we recognize the vital role that training plays in the safety of not just our first responders, but its benefits to the community as a whole. And I'm here to tell you that thanks to the vision and to the dedication of your county commissioners who are here today, and also Commissioner Stanley, and to the county management staff, today we can celebrate the investment that we have made to having well-trained firefighters and other first responders and emergency service personnel and law enforcement officers here in western North Carolina. The importance of giving our fire, emergency, and law enforcement professionals the tools, the equipment, and the advanced training they need to be the best they can be cannot be overstated, ladies and gentlemen. And for this reason, and for many others, the importance of having a regional public safety training facility in this part of North Carolina cannot be emphasized enough. Having a state-of-the-art training facility like this one will not only serve the needs of our first responders, but it will ultimately serve the needs of all citizens who at one time or another will need their assistance. So this is a great day. It's a great day to be here, a great day to celebrate, a great day to be alive. And I'm very proud to join you on this special occasion. I'm also very proud and grateful to have the opportunity and the honor to serve as your insurance commissioner and as our state fire marshal. And I look forward to working with all of you as you train and excel in your service to the people of the city of Asheville, Buncombe County, and to all the citizens of North Carolina. Thank you so much for all you do, and may God continue to bless Buncombe County and Western North Carolina. I'm very pleased to introduce a gentleman who is also here to celebrate this grand occasion. As someone who is wearing several hats, as many of us do, as he joins us here today. Phil Welch is the president of the State Firemen's Association, and that association, that organization, has been around for many, many years, and it certainly understands the value of training and the work that you do. And Phil has been the chief now for 4 years in Gastonia, I believe. Is that correct? And he is here today, not only, I'm sure, to represent fire chiefs across the state, but to represent the State Firemen's Association, and I look forward to his remarks as well. Chief?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. As Commissioner mentioned, the several hats, I'm going to talk to you just for a minute or two from a few different perspectives. First, from the State Firemen's Association. On behalf of the 48,000 firefighters in North Carolina, what I can say here in regards to the training center is wow, this is something else. You will be the envy of our state, for certain. Next thing I'd like to do is ask our firefighters and law enforcement to give your commissioners, your college, and your community a round of applause. What a wonderful commitment. Thank you so much for helping us protect the communities and for protecting us. Thank you so much for that. This is such a nice place. On a different perspective, I come from Gaston College prior to being chief at Gastonia, and I was there 18 years running the fire academy. Throughout my time there, I got to be involved with the National Fire Protection Association and the Fire Commission. And on behalf of all that, in regards to your training center, let me say, wow, this is something else. This is something to be proud of. I was fortunate enough to go with the group to New York. I think it came down to the college about 7 or 8 years ago. We went to New York to visit Suffolk County, Nassau County, and New York City Academy about 6 years ago. The ones that were in that group, raise your hands high. I've seen you throughout. I'll see you about 5, 6 here. Isn't this something? Anthony, isn't this something? I'm going to tell you from Gaston College also what the training center there did for our community there. Not only did it raise the professionalism throughout our counties, we serve Gaston and Lincoln counties, but it also brought unity to all of our departments. You know, we thought we were close before. We see each other on some calls. And I was just mentioning we had two alarm fires last night, so if I fall over and lay my head on your shoulder, you know what that is. What it did, it brought that professionalism up, but we see each other from time to time on calls, but when you begin working with each other out here, you really begin to bond, and you really have one fire service, a seamless fire service. So that is very, very nice. Congratulations. Good luck. If there's anything at all that state firefighters can do, Gaston or my background can do, please let us know. And I'll spread the word. You know, this is something else in Buncombe County. Thank you so much.
I would like to recognize Sheriff Duncan, elected official. Give him a hand. He's a big planner of this. We have the mayor of Woodfin and our emergency services director, Jared Vihan. And we have Wanda Green and John Creighton with our staff that had the vision, and Bill and Mandy Mike, all of you. We appreciate this team did the logistics to make this happen with our wonderful architect. I saw Keith here, Keith Hargrove in the neighborhood. All of them. Let's give him a hand. And also we have Councilman Giesen-Tanner and former County Commissioner Doris Giesen-Tanner here. Thank you both for being here. We work together. One of the reasons Buncombe County is successful is everybody works together. If this facility, as Mr. Welch said, brings you closer together, we've done great. You're already top-notch. We hope this facility brings it up a notch, even though you're about as high as I can imagine. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here today, and please feel free to tour the facility and take time to enjoy these men and women that make our lives better. Thank you for coming today.